I'm here with these two beautiful and talented ladies, Noora and Netta. Thank you very much for taking the time today to talk about your latest record, Falling Through Stars, coming out April 18th on Frontiers Music. It's always a pleasure to see you both and to hear your voices. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us, Pedro. Nice to
Yes,
see you
it's a
again.
pleasure. Yes.
So let's talk about this record. And before we even talk about the album, let me ask you this. How do two people who are so busy with incredible schedules find room to work with one another?
I think it's about how you find time for your friends. So, because we are
Yeah.
friends and of course we want to do things together and well, as an artist we have to make some projects together to hang out. So
Yes. Yeah, I think people always find time for things that are important for them. So I
yes,
think that's the main thing. Yeah. You
that's
just
right.
squeeze it in and take something out.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
do this. Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are able to do that because I enjoy listening to both of you on record, and I enjoy this album even more than I did with the debut record. I thought the sound on this album and what you guys have done on this record really surpasses what that debut album offered. Did you guys sit down before you even start writing these songs and said, okay, the debut was good, but now we gotta do this for the next one?
No.
No, actually no, but I think that the whole thing is that we both always want to develop as musicians and songwriters, and every time you do more music you develop kind of automatically. And also, I don't know, I agree totally with you. I think this is even better than the first one, but it's like I don't know why it's like it's
So many things affect the outcome, the final result. And I think with this album, in a way, we were in a different mindset. We had more time, in a way, to do this than the first album. And it was also on the first album, I think on this album that we did now, I think we made like bolder choices because I was afraid, and on the first album, that you'd feel that it's not, I was really checking that everything is 50-50, and we kind of sang in unison a lot on the first album. And this time, because we know each other a lot better than on the first album, then on this album we kind of didn't think about those things
yeah.
too much, because we knew that everything works and we don't have to kind of be afraid of the other one,
Yeah,
feeling something
yeah,
like that.
exactly. Because the whole thing was that when we started the first album, we didn't even know each other as person so much. So we actually, through the first album, we developed a friendship and got to know each other. And now, few years after, we know each other even better. And it actually, I think, the second album really describes the, kind of how our friendship has developed as well. It's deeper, it's better, like
Yeah,
in all levels. Like,
more open. We're not
yeah,
afraid to kind of because
yeah,
yeah. And it was also, I have to say that I think it's a mistake to analyze and think about anything, what you want or wish the album to be or to become, because the analyzing kills the creative work.
yeah,
Like, if you set yourself a frame in which inside you have to stay in, you're not being open
and
to
free.
yeah, it's like killing your own creativity on the first step of
Yes.
things. So with this one, we just started to play around with the. Basically, we sat here in our home office or studio, home studio with Nino, and we just started to play the songs and develop ideas and things. And then Noora came here, and we were listening to things, and that's how it developed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think bolder choices and freedom
Yeah.
are the answers.
And with that,
In short.
and
Yes.
with you guys merging together, I love the artwork, by the way. Where did the idea for the
Thank you.
artwork of
Yeah,
having
me
one
too. It was
face?
all her. And Jan Urlund.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's Jan Urlund is the who made the graphics, but it was like
But the idea of our faces coming together was from
yes, it was our idea because we had the same kind of a thing happening on the first album, and of course we were laughing like then we were standing back to back and we were like we can't stand like this. It's like a fight scene.
Yeah,
So we were like, okay, let's because we had become one in a way.
Yeah.
So we just made this one person who is the one who sings when it's both voices singing at the same time, the same melody.
The sound on the record has a huge late 80s, I would say early 90s rock and roll, but not just rock and roll, like a vibe of what the sound of that late 80s, early 90s era was all about. Like with the acoustic stuff, everything that you guys did sound-wise really represented a time period that I'm really familiar with because that's when I was growing up. So, is that a time period in sound that really influences you both as musicians?
Yes. Also.
Yes, 80s, yes, but I must admit that because we were writing the songs mainly with Nino, and it's Nino's youth in a way. So there's some points, of course, I've been a kid in the 80s, so that's familiar, but also we went to the 70s in a way. But the first, like the working title for this album was Decades, because we wanted to go through all of the influential music, that we both all had to come to this point in metal music, that what songs have been our inspiration and kind of see that through. And it was supposed to be called Decades, but then a Nightwish is it an album or a song? They had Decades coming out, and we were like, shit, we have to change.
We can't do it.
Or we have to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then we gave it a name of one of the songs that really is important for us and kind of has the whole idea of the whole album.
The whole essence of the album, Falling Through Stars.
Yeah. But I need to address that we would not have been able to make this type of production with so well of the 70s, 80s rock scene without Nino's ears and talent to kind of process that, what he's been listening, because we were born on the 80s, so we've been kids, and then the 90s have influenced more, and then onward than that. But of course we've listened to all of the stuff, but I just have to address there that without Nino it would sound different.
Yeah, and of course it's like Nino isn't he is like a part of this of course, like
this duo.
He's part of this duo. Like because that's true, because he is one of the creative minds in this.
Yes.
But also it's like I love Led Zeppelin, for example, and there are a lot of different influences from different decades. But it's like, I think it was fun that we did this bold album with different influences and not care about anything. Like not care about what people are gonna think. And that's a rock and roll spirit there. Like, that's what I want to always do with any kind of music I'm involved with. That we are not asking permission to anything. We just do it, and then we just give it to the world and see what's gonna happen.
I think it was around the fourth song maybe, that we were thinking like, okay, we have like very different kind of songs. Like that's a bit of a 70s song. This is a bit of a 90s song. Like, what are we doing here? We were talking here with Mino, like, what are we doing? And then we were like, let's not think about it. It can be, and then we kind of came up with the like, let's be free and let it be a kind of a journey from the beginning of metal to what it was like the modern style of it. So we kind of understood what we were doing almost halfway.
Yes. Subconsciously.
Yeah.
You knew it already.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Our minds told it around the fourth song that we were writing. So
I think it makes for a better experience on the record. When I was listening to the album, it was just so much fun to go through every single song. And I feel like musically, while there might be a lot of diversity, the two voices that you guys have becomes the red line that really connects the whole record together. So it allows you to go in different places, but at the same time, you always come back to the same home, which is the two voices.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of a gluing everything together.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
It would be terrible if it didn't. The worst.
Yes. We'd suck big time.
No,
yeah, but we did it together.
Yes,
you guys did a phenomenal, like, really phenomenal job with this record. I really enjoyed listening to this album. It was such a great experience. There's certain songs that have like a Stevie Nicks vibe. Like, I mean, there's a little bit of everything for everybody. Like, it's impossible not to really fall in love with the record and the lyrics as well. How you guys tackled the lyrics?
I tackled them. I never think about what I'm going to write. Never. I just start listening to the song, because we always have a demo by then. I always do the song first and the lyrics afterwards when we have the melody. And I kind of let the song tell me what it wants to say. It's kind of written in the music. The feeling of the soul of the lyrics is also in the music. So I listen to it, and it's just starts writing itself. And it's of course always, I want to write about things that people can kind of find themselves in. So kind of the struggles of being a human. So all of the feelings that we have, the fears and the grief and the happiness and the sadness and self-development and empowerment and all of that we are all fighting with all the time, to trying to be happy and the best self. So that's where it came from. But I have to say one thing about but I haven't said this to anyone. Have I told this to you? I don't know.
Well, tell
this,
now.
Pedro, this is the first time I talk about this, because we had this decades kind of idea on the album that came freely at some point. And we were talking about influences, our songs that are affected us, that we love from all around the spectrum. In lyrics, in every single song, there I've stolen something from a song that is my inspiration. So in every single song, there is a line that has a line from another song which I love. I've, so if people want to,
you have to read the lyrics very carefully now,
and try to find the songs. But there's 11 songs, yeah.
But what is also special about this album is that I was also participating the songwriting process in 3 songs.
Yes.
So this was like a new journey for us too, also because we had not done lyrics or songwriting together before this. So this was like a new thing for us, and it was also like a really, really nice trip to each other's heads and kind of the ways that we like to write songs, because she has a certain way of doing music, and then I sometimes like I think about of course the music comes first sometimes, but sometimes I have lyrics first and then I'm kind of, okay, but what, how can I say this in music? Like these words. So I think it's a good combination that we both have different ways to express ourselves and then to combine it. And yeah, and this is how
a lot of times you came in, we actually wrote the lyrics here together.
Yeah.
When we were together, and you came with an idea what you want to talk about.
Yeah.
And then we kind of worked with it so it became a lyric. So we got it into the song.
Yeah.
So, but we talked a lot. So you came with the kind of the emotion and a situation that you want to address, and then we kind of went. We found ways to put it in the lyrics.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very nice to also have that on this album to work on the lyrics together, and also some melodies. We did also some melodies.
Yeah.
Noora was driving from Tampere here because we live here in Espoo, which is next to Helsinki, and you were listening to the demo, and you were kind of getting ideas for the chorus. And she came in and I was like, can we do it like this? And it was the I think it was the get out of my way, get out of my head.
Yes.
We don't remember our own lyrics. To the dark. Or was it? Is it to the dark?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite songs of the record, by the way. I think it has one of the most bombastic choruses. I love the chorus on that track.
Yes.
So it worked. The drive from Tampere definitely did the job. Definitely worked. I don't think
actually,
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever asked you guys about performing together, doing some of these songs together. Did you guys do any shows together from the last record? And are you planning on doing shows now for this record?
We never know. We have not done any shows, and we don't know. We never say never, but we really don't know when is the time, because we, like you said in the beginning of the interview, we are super busy, both of us, and the most important thing for us was to make the album and give it to the people to listen and enjoy. But when the time comes, if there's a good spot for that, then of course.
Yes. It's, if something great comes up, of course we would love to perform together, but it's just about
schedule
priorities in schedules with other bands. Like it's always on the weekends usually, and then the thing is that we are a duet, so we don't have a band, so we would have to kind of
hire people
to.
So we should have, like, we don't want to do like one-time show and make people to see that effort. We want to make it as a tour then. But that takes a lot of money, effort, people, and time. So it's like, but maybe let's keep the hope up.
I have an idea. You guys could do a Battle Beast Smackbound tour together, and then throw in some songs where you guys sing together.
Yeah, that's a good idea, and that we have sometimes talked about that also.
Yeah, we have. That would be a ways to kind of make it happen, but let's see. Let's see what the future brings.
Keeping my fingers crossed. Keeping my fingers crossed. So when you guys look at this record, is there a song that stands out in your mind as being one of the most challenging songs to write and to perform?
You mean in this album?
Yeah.
Or that's a hard question.
We had some challenges getting the weight, because there's this the background goes like in 3, and then the lyrics kind of go it's like 4/4. It's like steady beat on the lyrics, and the background is not. It's a trial. Trial. It goes to 3. So the kind of getting them together, we had to kind of think a little bit and sing many times to get that correctly.
Yeah,
like how to put it. Yeah, that was a challenge.
That was so traumatizing. I can't even remember.
Yeah,
but it's been also like over a year or something that we did recording.
Yeah, Frontiers got this album on May 24. So it's been a year since we've actually.
Yeah, we have been waiting a long time.
Yes.
No wonder you can't remember the lyrics anymore.
No way.
It's been like a year.
Yeah, yes. A year. Yeah, we can't even remember the song names.
Yeah, but hey, it's good to wait for a good thing coming.
Yes. Yes. It is.
I have one last question for you guys, and it's probably a little bit more for Netta, because I know from reading the press release that you co-produced a record with your husband. So maybe Noora can help us out here, but how many times did your husband sleep on the couch because you guys didn't agree with something?
0 times. we actually we have a very good way of working together. Like sometimes the room gets a little heated, but we don't fight over music. We have this kind of a system where you cannot use the no card. You can only use the no card once. If you disagree, both have one no card on the album. So if it's something that we cannot discuss our way into agreeing with something, that you can once have a veto right of, I'm not gonna take this. Oh, sorry. It's like, I'm not gonna take this. And then you have to let go because it's the no card. But you only have that once on the album. But we
use it wisely.
Yes, use it wisely. But we get along well, and we kind of think the same. We are very.
But that was also like as a person watching their dynamics from a side, it was interesting and like interesting. But because you have your tempers and your way to talk to each other when you are in the heat of the moment and in the creative mode. So it can be very intense and passionate, and that's what I love. But it's also something that might seem for an outsider that, oh my God, are they fighting or something? But it's not. It's like when I saw them doing that in front of me, I knew that they trust me so much that it's like, okay, this is a great dynamics, that they can actually talk to each other very honestly, with respect also, like at the same time, but honestly, and give each other feedback, and kind of like she says, kill your darlings with the songs before they are like finalized, because you have to be able to listen and kind of do the music with kind of.
You need to be able to take a step back,
and
of what you like, like individually you like, and be objective, and work for the song, not for your own, point of views. You have to honor the song, even though it's something that is against your own wish. If it's different than your own wish, that's the kill your darlings. You have to be able to be objective and listen to the song by itself without any kind of feelings toward it.
It's like you shouldn't fall in love with your own ideas too early in the process.
Yes, because usually they suck.
No, they are all great, beautiful ideas, but we are not going to use them all.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
You guys have such a great dynamic. I want to thank you both for doing this video with me. I really appreciate it. You guys are as much fun on an interview as you are on the record. I enjoy the record tremendously. I love the debut album, but this one is way better than the debut album, way better than I was expecting coming in. So congratulations on another phenomenal record. Keep them coming, and keeping our fingers crossed for a show in the future.
Yes,
thank you.
Definitely. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure for us.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thanks. Bye.